Naming and describing the block. When we go to create a block, the first thing we need to do is give it a name. Now, the name should be very descriptive. You have up to 255 characters to place a name in here. You can use numbers and letters. I recommend that you can put dashes and underscores. I'm not a big fan of spaces, and for heaven's sakes, none of the crazy characters like, pound sign, dollar sign, percent, and all those types of things. Stay out of those things. Those are called wildcat characters and cause problems. But essentially should be very descriptive. For example, if I'm going to create a door, I would just not call it door, because there's many kinds of doors. There's a flush door, there's a Dutch door, there's a there's a folding door, there's accordion doors. Then there's different sizes of doors. Do you want a 30-inch door? Well, how tall is it? Well, it should be 6'8". So at some point you have to say what you want. So if it was a door, I would say door, and I put an underscore, and maybe it was 30 inches, and then I could actually come in and say, well, if it was 6'8", I could come in here and say, well, it was a dash 6'8" type thing, or I could come in and say 68. And maybe that's not the most descriptive, but at least you have some pattern that you can understand it. And remember, these names are stored within your drawing, only within your drawing. Now, down below we have a descriptive area. You can type a whole paragraph. In this area, you can say this is a plan view. So we don't know if it's a plan or elevation view. You can say it's it's 36 inches by 6 feet 8 inches tall, and it's it's interior door versus exterior door. And you could also say it's a single door. And so that gives the the user of the block much more information to go with than just door, which is horrible, or better yet, a door 3068. But we don't want it to be too long of names. Even though we can put 255 characters, I generally like to keep my users under anywhere from 32 characters. Sometimes I go up to 48, but my general rule is we like to keep it under 32, because the names go off the dialog boxes and you can't see the tail end if you get it too long. This is where you put your description value in here. So I want to see a descriptive value. I want to see something a little more than just door or window. I want to see the sizes of the door and window, not just toilet or water closet, but it has to be, is it an elongated water closet, is it a wall mounted one, etc., etc. All right, so naming and describing the blocks.